What's up, everybody? It's John Meyer, the Twins MVB, here with the new co-editor. You can introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, my name is Brandon Warren. I'm going to take over and do kind of the little bit of everything with Twins MVB. Very excited. Very nice to have all of you see me. Too bad I can't see all of you, but looking forward to bringing you all new content and having a good time here with John.
Yeah, we're pumped to have him on the site here, and Brandon's already got some new great ideas, and so we're starting here with some little Twins chatter, a little video Skype late here Thursday night. This will go on the blog Friday, but talking Twins after the Twins complete a sweep in Chicago. Their success in Chicago continues, and our magic number is down to 8. What do you think about the series in Chicago today?
I didn't get to catch a lot of it because I've been kind of busy, but they came in and they took care of business, and they did everything that you could expect of a team that had had a team where they wanted them, even though it was in Chicago, and the Twins haven't played as well on the road this year. The Twins basically went in there and took care of business as though it was a home series, and it was just very impressive. And it was good to see Brian Fuentes get some action in there. He pitched well, even against the righties in the 8th inning. I think a lot of positivity came out of, you're going to get a lot of positivity out of any sweep, but I think the Twins swept them as convincingly as you can sweep a team in their home place.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think there's certainly no, all credit is due to the Twins. You can't say that, the White Sox made this mistake or they made an error or poor pitching. Really, the Twins came in and just dominated that series. And although their road struggles have been apparent this year, that they've kind of owned the souls of the White Sox when it comes to like late season September games. Other than 163, the last couple of years, it seems like we really play well at U.S. Cellular.
Well, and they even had the guys they would have wanted to roll out against you, and Danks, Burley, and Floyd.
Yeah.
Twins absolutely just took them down. They absolutely own Gavin Floyd this year. I think that he entered play yesterday with like a 3.91 ERA. I have to believe, outside of facing the Twins, that's probably 3/4 of a run lower. He probably have a 3.2 ERA with all of his other games that aren't against the Twins combined.
Yeah, he's probably faced us 4 times there, I would say, something it seems like. So magic number is at 8, which is always great when you can get the loss and the win and drop that down by 2. So 8 with, 16 left to play?
They're 88 and 58, so yeah, that sounds right. 16 to go. They got Cleveland rolling in here yet. I think Oakland, they got to face Toronto to end the season.
So Oakland's in town this weekend, and then Cleveland 6-game series. We go to Detroit, to KC, and then I think end with Toronto. So really, when you look at that schedule, we could be division champs a week from today.
Yeah, well, that'd be great too, and partially to rest people, but more to try to continue the strong play because they have a real shot to take the home field advantage. And we've all seen how good the Twins have been at Target Field this year, and there's no reason to slow your pace down when you have a chance to take home field advantage, which would have been unthinkable at the All-Star break when we were floundering around 500.
Yeah, so that was gonna be my next question. If you're Ron Gardenhire and we clinch, late next week, is there anyone you resting before the end of the season, or are you going full-fledged?
I would probably cycle Ben Revere through the outfield, let him get a little bit of action. But granted, he hasn't played for a while, and he's coming off that injury, so I don't know if they're really keen on throwing him in the outfield. So you could cycle Repko through there. You could give Tolbert or Casillas some more starts in the infield. You got to let Kadire have a day or two off. I don't know. I guess I say you got to. I don't know that for a fact they will.
Sure.
But you could start Morales in a game against Toronto or something. He's got a lot of options, and I don't know how exactly he's going to take advantage of them. But I don't know if Mauer's going to sit more often down the stretch, and he's got a lot of options. I'll be interested to see how he pursues them.
Yeah, and I think part of the good play right now has just been finally that health is coming back around, and we're really locking into what we thought this team could be. When the season started, so. I guess the other issue is Justin Morneau. I mean, it's been such a hazy, no pun intended, I guess, for him, situation with just so little details, and like he'll come out and take BP and look great, and then he'll just kind of disappear. Do you think the Twins will be able to get him in the lineup before the end of the season, and will he have an impact on the playoff roster?
No, I don't believe I don't believe they will because I don't know if it's a pessimist in me or not, but I can't help but invoke some Corey Kosky comparisons. I mean, it's not identical situation.
It's a Canadian situation.
Yeah, it's Canadian and stuff like that. But to hustle him back in with 2 weeks or 2 weeks and change left to play to get him into game shape. Because where do you send him on a rehab assignment? Is anybody still playing?
Good question. I don't know if there's any extended spring training now in the fall.
Structure. Yeah, I mean, other than sending him out to play fall ball with a college team, I don't know what you would do. And so I think basically it comes down to the fact that there's just not enough time, and he still seems like he hasn't progressed since the he was going to go take that trip with the Twins to Cleveland. I don't feel like he's progressed enough for them to save him a spot on the postseason roster, and I mean they could obviously find room for him if push came to shove, because when series, like if they were to advance to the championship series, it would be, I think you can reconsider and drop guys and put guys back on the playoff roster.
As long as they're on the 40-man, I believe.
So I mean they would have options if he did, somehow get healthy in that time, but.
Yeah.
You just don't want to throw a guy into the fire.
It's a really weird deal, and I just think, you don't want to rush him in a situation like that. It's a bummer. I mean, he missed last year's playoffs, too, with an injury. And I feel like if he's, I don't know, I'm kind of all in, I guess, on the Twins this season, in my opinion. And if he's ready remotely, I feel like you want to get him on that roster, even if it means coming off the bench for a key pinch hit. But then, there's obviously the questions of rust or...
It's Jim Tomei style, though, getting him in there for... pinch hitting and just to kind of have that threat off your bench. That's invaluable, especially late in the season and in the postseason.
It certainly makes the other manager think a little bit. And I agree with you that the home field advantage with the way the Twins have played at Target could play really huge. We were always looking to avoid the Yankees at all costs, but right now, I don't know. I'll take the Yankees at Target Field on that first Tuesday after Toronto.
Especially when you have Francisco Liriano throwing well. That's going to give you an advantage. It's almost Johan Santana-esque, when you have a guy like that going for you every 3 games in the playoffs. Because I hope they don't go to a 4-man pitching staff, because you need to get Liriano as many starts as you can in the playoffs.
Yeah, how would you stack the rotation if you're Ron Gardenhire starting to plan? Obviously we're assuming playoffs, but are you going to put Pavano in that 2 slot, or are you going to go with? Dunsing has been great.
You can't help but go with Liriano, Pavano, Dunsing probably, and I'm as big a Kevin Slowey fan as anybody else. I like Scott Baker. Not very high on Nick Blackburn, so I think those 3 guys kind of go, they transition to a long relief role or an emergency starter if you need one in the game 4. Maybe say Liriano needed a little more rest or something, and you had a 2-1 lead, or in a 7-game series. I don't know. I think you got to go three starters though, because you want Liriano and Pavano to get as many starts as possible.
Especially in that first 5-game series, if it stretches. Absolutely. Yeah. And I guess obviously that all dictates on how Twins play. If they're down 0-2, coming around, or 2-1, I guess in that game 4, you definitely have to consider throwing him back out there. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's been fun. I love play October baseball the way it's baseball's a great game with it being a chess match, but it's all elevated in October where every move, managers really use their whole 25-man roster so strategically. So finally, I guess the last thing, let's go across the divisions. We'll start out in the National League East. Who are your picks in the National League to win the playoffs and wild card?
Well, I like Philly, and we have the Reds coming out of Central.
The West.
I think the Giants will take the West.
Okay.
And then I haven't followed the wild card strong enough. Do you know who's leading right now?
I think it's Atlanta right now, but with the way both with the Giants and Rockies have played, there's some teams really close behind them.
I would take Atlanta there. I think they are very well balanced, and I really like what they got going on with Jason Hayward. I mean, absolutely superstar in the making. 20 years old and has got like a 400 on base percentage.
Yeah.
I think that I think they have pretty decent pitching, and I think they have. I think the things have come together for them this year in a way that nobody could have envisioned. I mean, Tim Hudson's pitching awesome.
Yeah.
I think they're the team to beat in terms of
feel of destiny with Bobby Cox's last year, and with Hayward being the the young stud, and it does seem like it's kind of their year. But Philly has really come on, and you can't think of anything scarier in the playoff series than going Halladay, Oswalt, and Hamels.
Yeah, there's almost nothing scarier than
that. And in the American League, obviously Texas looks like Minnesota, and who do you think in that national or AL East will actually end up being on top?
Who's got their 4-game series coming up? Where is that one being played?
Do they play each other still?
I think they still have a 4-game set.
Sure.
No, I'm just going to take a stab. I'm going to say Tampa. I don't trust New York's pitching. I don't trust their starting rotation right now. I know they're getting Pettit back, but I think I like Tampa a little more. I like Soriano at the back of their pen. I like David Price, Matt Garza, and those guys. So
Sure.
I'll take Tampa.
All right, I like the picks, and maybe we'll do this again in a week or so, see how close we are.
I like that idea.
All right, everybody. Thanks for checking out TwinsMVB.com. I'm John, our new co-editor, Brandon. So check out all his great work, both at TwinsMVB.com and Baseball Prospectus. Congrats on your recent article on ESPN.com, linked up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Nair. That's pretty sweet. So, all right, we're out tonight. Go Twins as we go back to Target Field at the A's. All right, later.